Hello, good morning Nagaland, and welcome to the first show, Good Morning Nagaland. Here we are welcoming you once again. This is the second day of December month and also the second day of the 22nd edition of the Hornbill Festival. So once again, welcome and hello Asan, good morning.
Hello Chipen. Good morning Nagaland. Ami Asan Ase. So it's very exciting to host the show with Chipen starting. Obviously, this is the first day of the show, and I was very excited. Kidia Chipen lo host crew, Kidia Chipen lo host crew and finally, this is the day.
So you're making me very, you're hyping it, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. So ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, let us all motivate ourselves with some positive thought. Right, Asin? Shall we do it?
Yes, let's do it.
Here it is.
If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Dolly Parton.
Well, दिन के start करूँली तो एक टा positive thought पे शुरू करें ना तो किना करूँ headlines देखना चाहिए
Yes, so here are the stories that are doing the rounds now. So let's have a look at the top stories for now. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi says the signing of the much-awaited peace agreement on the Naga political issue between the centre and the Naga negotiators is not very far. Mukhi says centre and the state government are working together to bring lasting peace to the land.
The 22nd edition of Hornbill International Festival 2021 enters its second day on Thursday. The second day will witness Hornbill 9th HRM Riders Unlock 2021 Kings of the Hills Hornbill International Photo Fest Naga Chef Season 8 and live music among many others.
The Amkot River Festival is all set to be held on 3rd December 2021 at Shnongtang, Doki, West Jaindia, Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. Festival to be followed by boating, swimming, water polo, boating tableau competition and zip lining.
Lok Sabha passes a bill to regulate and supervise assisted productive technology clinics amidst various members urging the government not to exclude single parents and the LGBT community from using this procedure.
The new Omicron coronavirus variant has been confirmed in 23 countries and their number is expected to rise, informs Director General of the World Health Organization, Adhanom Ghebreyesus. And so those are the top stories that are doing the rounds right now globally and also in the domestic arena. So let us move on to the next segment, and this next segment is one of my favorite segments, Asen. This is the print review. So we shall be taking Morong Express and also Eastern Mirror. So let's see what the front pages of these two leading local dailies have come up with this morning, right, Asen?
Yes. Well, viewers, moi Eastern Mirror pra tinda chara khobar loi dibo. So aji ini second day of the Hornbill Festival asna 22nd edition laga aro yati Eastern Mirror pra tan laga first lead te loi gina ase. Hornbill Festival begins with tinge of nostalgia. So this is very exciting aro yati photo digina thakabi iman exciting dia asna. So all of khobar janai dibo and then Chipen and I will discuss on this.
Yes, exactly.
So all roads led to the Naga Heritage Village at Kisama on Wednesday evening as the 10th Day Hornbill Festival began at the venue after 2 years of inactive due to the pandemic. The event dubbed as the Festivals of Festivals was forced to go virtually last year over COVID scare, but the government of Nagaland decided to host it this time as sample positivity rate stabilized. Though to Jokali 22nd edition of the Hornbill Festival to Governor of Nagaland Professor Jagdish Mukhi pra inaugurate kurise aro tai itu laga ceremonial function te inaugural function te tai bra state laga rich culture tradition aro customs to unique ase aro itu kan ke barawa dile beshi bal hobo koikna tai bra opening day khoda koise. To Chipen, what are your thoughts and kila excitement avni bi itu Hornbill Festival to shuru hoigina jai ase kina bhana ase.
Oh, definitely, Asen. Bishi excited ase de. Aro I can tell you, mui ekla nohoi dare jamda khan public amikhan la Nagaland TV supporters, well-wishers can be bishi excited hobo because edu COVID ahi kina Nagaland state de COVID ahi kina festival do pon kuri dishe and edu festival to ekdom international recognition by thakaram de ene COVID pra ahi na Nagaland state enega tangor festival ekta do pon guri dia do amikhan sob karne bi du munduk la kotha thakise but amikhan do this time fortunately COVID situation do all of the phal hoi jaise aro Hornbill laga festival do amikhan suru korna chaise so this is indeed a news of happiness amikhan sab karne aro ami do very excited thakise and jagali brabi bishi khushi bai na idu Hornbill laga first day the events thagya khan bishi enjoy korigina follow kor thakise to ami do obviously I'm very excited
to idu man omicron idu most dangerous new variant discovered korina thakate ina thaka homoite itu tourists kan international visitors kan guests kan ahibuli laga chinta thakana health and family welfare price office kan ulai dishe to kina hobuli lage na ekta to apni laga opinion de kina hoile bal hobo
yes so Department of Health and Family Welfare Government of Nagaland brado tai khan laga site de brado COVID appropriate behaviors SOPs can standard operating procedures it one bishi ulai dishe especially the khan focus to mask chula bole and kude chaile bi the khan hat khan thula bole and obviously in the festival there social distancing though it's just out of the question because you cannot maintain a social distancing here in this context given the context so idia kane to do social distancing do chula bole na parigina ase but what is very important to note is mask kan do chula bole lage ami khan because it is primary weapon ekta nishna hui jaise ami khan karne jagali if we go back to some of the visuals that we received yesterday jagali la visuals kan sai shigule do government brother amount strictly enforced kribo koi gina do koi she holibi I could see many people in the videos they were not wearing mask they were not wearing mask and they were you know mask bhi na chulai or social distancing bhi na chulai and only God knows where those hands have been takhan la hat khan do kun lo de china kotha koriche china ki saman chuise ami khan kobole na pare so at this stage I feel that the Department of Social Welfare Health and Family Welfare I'm sorry the Department of Health and Family Welfare I am afraid that they are unable to contain the situation there because takhan bishi strictly enforced kribo goise but press conference de chanai dishe but idia Hornbill festival de manu aha khan la scene khan sai shikule you can see people roaming around without mask and all so I am really confused here because takhan bra nijor hi goise bishi strictly enforced kribo goina
to ani bra kwala ekta summarize kudulu mona se Chief Minister Nifiri Obabigali as a guest and visitors kan ke taibra welcome krikna idu COVID-19 laga SOPs kan consideration te rakhi kena itu circumstances nalu itu festival to uthaise na daiba jawab di kina ase so itu laga total itu laga opening ceremony Hornbill laga opening ceremony te total visitors kan 12,420 thakise aro tati domestic pa 2,882 aro foreign kan 11 thakise aro visitors alag jaka kan pra ahanto 9,527 thakise enaga ase man Hornbill festival this year la opening te guests nalu visitors pura ahate so Chipen moitia next news the W mon thagado Chief Minister inaugurates Capital Cultural Hall so I feel and we all know that 2003 date project of start Krishna Koima Smart City Development Limited under te to itu salvi inaugurate kuli parise khatam hoigina to itu ki hisab ase and then sabedo ini project ekta khatam kuribli iman tak piloi na ki iman sal na over 10 years it's been over 10 years and amla thak pe ki hobo yate
yeah Asen so I think I would like to make give a little correction there. Itu to Kohima Smart City laga under de thaga nai. Puila do 2003 de late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee Daibra Nagaland te Kohima de aha samere itu cultural hall do propose kurise. Itu la construction do. So we are very thankful because amikhan laga 10 Prime Minister bra tai Nagamanukhan karne bhabigina eman phal ekta project ekta banai dibole fesla kurise aro that's how the bill was proposed here. Idu cultural hall laga construction limited because at that point of time it's very shameful to say but Nagaland Kando we didn't have any cultural hall. So being a state aro capital de eniga cultural hall na thakya do bishi sorom laga kotha ase. So amikhan laga former Prime Minister late Atal Bihari Vajpayee bratai ahasamede idu cultural hall do propose kurise and only through his initiative idu la project do take up huise. So idia do 2021 huise aro bhabi sabi proposal do 2003 de dise. Though in that course of more than a decade, almost it's going to be almost 20 years now. So 20 years, hopefully samede in between these 20 years, what happened along the way? Aro athara stade bra ki hui jeshe. So yade amikan bra chani bado money mismanagement hui she. So idu money mismanagement hui gina idu project to ulta bulda hui jai na ruki jai she. So again, that's very shameful. I would like to say that Nagaland dedo iniga kando bishi rampant ase and these things are not new at all. Money mismanagement kando. So kuanishna cultural hall to be buisado khai dishe hobo pare bele do kiniga hui jai najane but news local daily de ahi ulai na thakala and sab de do puisa kando mismanage kor dishe. To edu nimide cultural hall construction do ruki jai. So only in 2019 idu Nagaland government bra smart city Kohima smart city laga under de idu di dishe smart city development limited so KSCDL. So tahan bra idu project to take up kurigina. Thankfully I would like to give a big shout out to the Kohima smart city development limited tahan ke idu project to power bra side igina complete kurigina limited. Now finally amikan bi kidiaba when we go out of Nagaland we can proudly say that Nagaland also has a world class capital cultural hall.
Well said, Chipen. So it cultural hall, capital cultural hall to Kohima Chief Minister Nifirio pra inaugurate kushe Wednesday te aro 2003 pra shuru kurato itu Kohima Smart City Development Limited laga under te Atal Bihari Vajpayee laga time te ola laga project to 2003 pra ulaise aro itu sali khotom hoi kena itu inauguration to joakali loise. The project to Smart City Mission and Ministry of Urban and Housing Affairs laga under te funded kurise. So Chief Minister Nifirio pra itu laga program te taina koise to come up with such a grand building under smart city required a population of at least 10 lakh. And now koise aro itu bichide tai pra aro itu bi janai dise approved and agreed after the center pra Chief Minister maintained that the project was only approved and agreed after by Bra Center ke hilly states kante noilibe Assam especially na northeast kante do not have demographics like in the rest of the country. Naga takaba project rukai dikena takishe na taipa taila khoda pata homaite it be koise. So the last news that I would like to take up is give more love to people living with HIV. Churches told. To itula kahani de ki ase aro ki hoise I will say lowa. Churches in Nagaland were urged to come forward to support and extend love and care to people living with HIV even as Kohima district observed World AIDS Day on Wednesday. So as we all know that December 1 day World AIDS Day thakishe aro itu laga din dehi 59th amikan laga statehood day bi manishe. The pastor of Chekesang Baptist Church Taibra, who is also the General Secretary of Kohima Baptist Pastors Fellowship, said that churches have a social responsibility to help those in need. So, mubi ekta ini itu koidibli mona say, okay, churches be okay, love one another, no be brotherhood like the church, but learn Greek na one. But it's not only about church. Church by inga HIV infected people, no be AIDS by infected na ke. It shouldn't only come from church, but it should also come from people, na nation ekta ba ahibole lage, where we should know that HIV ekta infect kurna tha manu ke handshake nolibi hak kura itu ba infect nokure quick na dan ke discriminate na kuribole lage naga ase so mui laga time yati samat kudibo over to you Chipen.
Yes, Asin, before we move on to the next one, I just wanted to bring in some more of my opinion here. So, Jagali laga World AIDS Day celebration do Nagaland also sab pura dunia logode miligena Nagaland bi World AIDS Day laga din do manishe. Aru Jagali laga Amikan Dikela and Subde Jagali laga team do and inequalities and AIDS and pandemics tishe. So let us talk more about this one because I feel that it's very important for us. We should not skip important issues, social issues like this. So AIDS to ekta bishi it is a life-threatening ekta bimar ekta ase. But I would like to point out here that AIDS it's not the end of the story. It's not the end of life. And there are also people that can do AIDS PSA, HIV PSA, but with proper medication, healthy lives. So what I would like to mention here is that it's not the disease. It's not the disease that kills, but it's when the hopes and dreams within you dies. So amikan sopi idu sabna aro life takivulela kushido kitiabi namurao lage. And also let us talk about the discrimination and the stigma that people often face here. AIDS bimar manuhando people feel that we somehow stigmatize them. Takan usuria hadakpi ine we run away from them, right? As a child abni laga childhood perception nuledo abni childhood de bachatam de manuhan bra AIDS la kinya treat grishe inya abni as a child what were your experiences?
Mula experiences to ase ki taila khorden na jabli lage tai AIDS ase na taila khor bahar dibi par kurna bi na jabli lage engan ki koba teach kurna ise and then society by anyway in one way or the other way societal influences kan na thaki say that tai do already taila skin hi infect hui jaise na tai ke do jai kinai khodan nokrubli lage nolibi bahar pa olibi nasabli lage enga do thaki she.
So that's it. See, bishi, it's very disheartening because ekta bimar hogando ami. Let us just put it this way: if I have a fever, I take a medicine and I'm well. Ami stomach upset thakishule do idubi dawai khai kena phal hoi jai do. So it's just like that. We may not be able to cure the HIV. Idula virus to amigan cure korle do napare itia takto, but with proper medication, as I mentioned before, they can live healthy lives. And I also want to reiterate, I want to put this point forth again, that handshakes and hugging people who are infected, that doesn't give you the virus. Amikanto, we have to be very open-minded and we have to be very compassionate and very kind because all people need sometimes is a little bit of kindness and understanding and acceptance. So if you cannot be in their shoes, at least accept them, at least understand them, and let them be happy. And you also be happy, right? So to all our viewers out there, kun bra Nagaland TV saya say dia, amikan, let us not stigmatize against people living with the HIV. Instead, amikan stigmatize nakurigena tange morom dibo, and let us treat them like we want to be treated. Because takan bi manuase, amikan bi manuase, and there's no difference. We breathe the same air, right? At the end of the day. So amikan, let us be more kind, let us be more considerate, let us be more accepting, and amikan kiman grubo baribo, let us try to make the world a better place for people living with HIV also.
Very true, Chipen.
So let us move on to the last review. I will be reviewing from Murung Express. Amido Murung Express Tibra review Korea. So as you can see, Murung Express laga first page there, Nagaland at the threshold of a new dawn. Aredu Kotado Professor Jagdish Mukhi Brakushe. So let us see what Professor has said. So as Nagaland celebrated its 59th statehood day, Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi paid tribute to the pioneers of the state while recalling on the people of Nagaland to respond to their call as citizens or duty as citizens with renewed vigor and commitment and utmost responsibility in Yakushe. So Professor Jagdish Mukhi pra yate kui kena public kan ge chanai dia do tai idu message to Nagaland laga statehood te de tishe aru tai idu sandesh to manuhan ge salam janai dia dam de tai bi kushe Nagaland laga political chamela bishi sal nimide jai thaka do idu government of India aru Nagalaga negotiating parties kan it could be the NNPGs or NSC and IM can be hobo pare so tai khan aru government of India logote bishi kotha jai ase dia and Professor Jagdish Mukhi pra koa laga in subject of very soon bishi juldi Naga manu khan bi ekta shandi ekta samadhan dikhibole paribo koi kena tai janai dishe so this is indeed a very big revelation right or it's a huge disclosure right Asin what do you think so apni to kinia bhabe ase governor pratak bi eniga manu khan ke janai dishe that Nagaland political issue may soon see a new solution kushe tai to apni to kinia bhabe ase ate
well Chipen it's ekta bhal khobras na let me start with positivity so it's very good that he has said that maybe the government is seeking for something positivity after all these years naga peace talk to jayase lebi kina jayase ki jayase mon ge do nakoi do jayase korasu do so well if the governor has said that something good is coming finally then I believe that something good is at least coming towards our way so 59 statehood day to manishe it 59 years hu jaise manna statehood banai gina so why not Nagaland also bring something change that we are looking for that we have been expecting for all these years
Yes, exactly, yes, and 59 statehood day to manishe but we have been fighting over this for more than 59 years so I think this is time that we come together and we usher in a new dawn, an era of peace, an era of oneness, an era of forgiveness, an era of kindness. To amikan itulado, it's very imperative now. Pishi young generation, our generation utitagakan nimidedo. Let us not minds can let us not defile the minds, the thoughts, processes of the younger generations because they have seen enough of this violence, they have seen enough of all these chaos and confusions that are rampant in the Naga society. So we can be hope kuribo that Professor Bra eniga pal sandeshikta chanai dia do let us all take it positively and we can all hope and pray that Nagaland bi amikan bra bishis hal nimide political solution bisari thakado ahibo and that the sacrifices made by the people it won't be vain din achabo kun pra nagamanu pra Nagaland nimide shandi nimide aro nagamanu khan nimide samatan anibule takan balidan dishe takan la jivan dishe takan la sacrifice bi misha mishide no hobo karne ami kan bi hope kuribo aro sob manu pra edu nishna kam kurina jabo na asin na Okay, so that's it for the print review. Now let us move on to the next section of the program.
Well, viewers, apni khan ini chipen mujan braparatak mujan laga knowledge aro yati paper de ki dikina ase itu khan summarize kura aro ini mujan laga ideas bapna khan share kura te kunuba information ali with knowledge to pai share koi kina umid rakhi de ase itu logot next segment te jabo aro itu segment te ami khan facts of the day say lobo itia
UAE declared its independence on December 2, 1970. International Day for the Abolition of Slavery is observed on December 2 by the UN General Assembly.
You know, I love this section, you know, Asen, because I get to learn a lot of Not new things, but all the things that I have missed out all of my life. So I get to learn facts of the day every single day. So I would urge our viewers also to expand their knowledge, their general knowledge. You know, every morning, come join with us and watch this fact of the day, right?
Yes.
So now again we have a very interesting section now this is all about rhythms and language of the heart, language of the soul, right, Asen? So we have brought to you music, early morning music treat. So let us not just treat your ears, let us also treat your mind. Let us let the music that is coming up very shortly now energize you in such a way that all your negativities would just melt away, and you will be filled with such positivity, and you will be filled with such enthusiasm to face the day. So here is a very wonderful music for you.
Hey yo, it's your boy Anonymous J. I'm about to get myself in trouble tonight. That was fun. Somebody help me. Man, that bitch so like goofy. Somebody just help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi. No stopping from Mumbai to Delhi. No shots, just big cups of lassi. We got the Mickey, it's only yes in the backseat. Now I'm trying to beep up my yellow taxi. Indian vibe, I'm trying to bring it in. Anonymous go with this, everybody let that sink in. That booty tender like chicken tikka masala. Ay, she met that booty clap, now everybody trying to holler. Say y'all wanted to twerk, right? Alright, let's get it. Twerk, man, twerk, man, twerk. Alright, hold up real quick. Somebody just help me. And that bitch so like Kulfi. Somebody just help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi. Help me. Man, that bitch so like Kulfi. Somebody just help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi.
मीठे हो तेरे तीखे नैन, बातें और ब्यूटी दोनों करवी है गयो blowing my mind जैसे खट्टा कोई तेरी जैसी देसी गर्ल नहीं देखी कोई गालों में दिल मैंने खोया मेरा दिल गल सुन ले तू मेरी let me pay your bills you and me cool fee on your man feeling once you lick that good fee I will get your fill.
Say y'all wanted to twerk, right? Alright, let's get it. Twerk, man, twerk, man, twerk. Alright, hold up real quick. Somebody just help me. And that bitch so like Kulfi. Somebody just help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi. Help me. Man, that bitch so like Kulfi. Somebody just help me. She fine like me, Thai and jalebi.
छोटी मीठी बातें लगे जैसे पेड़ा पहले खोया मैंने दिल फिर खोया मेरा बेजा you the perfect blend like Malay and lassi got them perfect angles like Kaju Katli देसी vibe in a tribal city जैसे घर तेरा next to Marwari party shaking a booty to the kulfi anthem too hot to tek साली मरवाई की लड़कियां.
Well, viewers, ite mata correct na saishe to PCR Team TV tan mata ngahili dagishe. So well, that rap was very beautiful, awesome, and energized kridishna one ke. So Japan, to be honest, one laga state te maybe all over India talents to ini baki dekte pani rakhina photan ga overflow craze na itu nishna ase na. So Nagaland TV prabi itu show de bra ami kan laga local artist kan de promote kuri ase. So please forward ahibi aro to an laga talent performances kan to man ke share kribi na so that man pa showcase kribo and then apni naam pabo and this would really promote local artists. That's what I really wanted to say.
Yes, exactly. So this is for our viewers. Kunbra saya se apni khan, if you know anybody, if you have friends, if you have families, tai khan music te phal bra pursue kuri ase aru ta khan music banai ase kule to please tai khan ge help us to reach out to them, or at least help us to pass on this information to them. Ta khan laga musical pieces khan ami khan ge pathai dibi, and we shall air it. We shall share your music to the world so that the world will recognize that Nagaland has talent. So apni ekta talent takishikule to morom brai du chupai gina narakhibi, but let us all, you know, take it to the world. Let the world see that God has really blessed Nagaland with abundantly, generously when it comes to music and all these creative things. So write us in. So idunishna amikhan apnikan ke charigina naja agere, we have the weather forecast for you. So we need to know what the day is going to be, how the day is going to be. So here is the weather report for the day.
Well, viewers, have a nice day.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.